Today we are working on inlaying a fretboard. I got my fretboard here, got it all taped off, and I got all my tools here that I should need to do this with. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera in. We're going to do a close-up, and I'm going to let you know what's going on with this. I got this rosewood fretboard, and what I've done with it, I've went ahead and taped off the first down to like the 12th fret. And these are the frets that are not going to get inlaid. So I just want the frets open that's going to get inlaid. And I come back through, and this is my inlay that we're putting on this for the first, the third, the fifth, the seventh, and ninth fret is getting this inlay, or this design with this inlay here. So I got my first block cut out. So anyways, I need 1/8 of an inch on the top and the bottom of each inlay between the frets. So I got an 1/8 inch piece of tape. So that gives me my height. And then I want it in 1/4 of an inch from the sides, because I still got to cut these sides down and put binding on them. So we're going to cut about, I don't know, 40 to 60 thousandths of an inch off of this side yet. So I want 1/4 inch on each side so my binding doesn't run in when my inlay is laying on there. I don't want my binding running in and touching the inlay. I want some wood in between there. So we got 1/4 inch coming in, and we're just going to cut the blocks to square blocks. I'm going to cut 5 of them out that'll fit inside the square blocks like that. And once I do that, I can come back through, and it's basically going to be pretty simple. Just come down to here and cut this at an angle here, and then come back to this side naturally and cut from the corner down here up and then over a little bit. And then it'll leave a space in between, a real small space, not a lot like an 1/8, probably like a 30-second or so in between there. And then we'll go ahead and mark them out, route them out, and get ready to glue these. I got the first 5 blocks cut out, and they're cut out rough, if you can tell that or not. So I just got them cut out rough, and now what I got to do is come back through, and this one's probably the worst of all of them. But what I got to do is come back through now and square them up. So I'll take like a T-square, a small T-square, and probably put them in this miter box here. Use a saw and cut them till they're square. Now, these are cut out to the edge, and I still got to cut a center out, so it doesn't matter that they're not square. They still got to come in anyways, some a little bit. So to make this inlay, there's a little space in between there. And I'm not exactly sure how big I'm going to make that space yet, but they, when I cut them in half, they're going to have to be sized down a little bit. So we're working on the bottom 5 frets, fret 15, 17, 19, 22, and 24, or 21 and 24. So you can see here, I got these, they're rough cut out right now. I just got done cutting these out. So now what I got to do is come back through and just take a small file and just clean up my edges, clean up my corners, stuff like that. So these are the bottom 5 frets. They're gonna line up on the green stripe here. They're gonna be just shy of the center of the center line. This is the center line of the fretboard there. So there's going to be a small gap in between the center line and the inlay here. And I'm going to try to keep a small gap in between each fret, so there's a little bit of space in between each fret. So that's the bottom 5. Come back through, file them down, and then we got the top 5 cut out rough up in here that we got to work on, and then we got the 12th one, which is going to be basically 4 inlays on the 12th fret, a combination of 4 different inlays that'll go in here, and we're going to start working on that next. Working on this fretboard still, and we've went ahead and finished up the first 5 frets. we got the line cut out of the center here, and then got that little chunk cut out of the left hand side there. Then we came back on the 12th fret. It's a 4-piece inlay that's going to start on the 11th and go through the 13th. So it's going to cover like the 11th, 12th, and the 13th fret there. Then it goes down to the bottom, and you already seen them. They're cut out. So we got them all cut out. We got them all sanded down, filed down nice, and they're ready to go. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is get these marked out with a scribe. And then once we get them marked out, we'll pull them off, take our Dremel tool and route the pockets out, come back through with a chisel, clean the pockets up, and then from there we'll go ahead and glue the inlays in. Once the inlays are glued in, we got binding we're going to put around the side of it. We'll put the binding on it, and then take our sanding block and sand it down smooth. And basically it'll be done at that point, ready to glue on to the neck. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video.